Today is my first day post-op, and I am in a lot of pain. Very swollen, very tender. Whew, hell of a journey. But I'm feeling better than yesterday. I'm sorry I'm filming like this, but I'm on my knees. I'm tired of being laying down, so I'm just gonna do it like this. Excuse my hair, my face probably look like shit, but that's how I feel right now. So, yesterday I got my BBL, and I'm gonna go through all the story in a different video, but just to throw some story about yesterday. I got it at 10 a.m. and when I got out of there, I was fainting all over the place. I fainted so many times. I couldn't stand up. They had to put me in a wheelchair and take me out of the building because I was not able to walk on my own. My sister and my son were with me, and it was just awful. Like, it wasn't the pain. I wasn't in a lot of pain yesterday. It was more like I'll black out. Like, I was so dizzy, so fucking dizzy. And like, I would just, like, if I would stand up and walk 3 seconds and I was on the floor. So I had to stay longer. I was supposed to walk out of there an hour after my surgery, but since I was so weak and so, you know, like fainting all over, they kept me there for like 4 more hours, and until I kind of was able to get up a little bit, even though I wasn't able to stand up for more than 3 seconds. I could have stayed, but I just wanted to go home. Like, so, well, came home, fainted when I entered the house, and my sister had to, like, you know, put me in the sofa because she was not able to take me upstairs. So she grabbed me, and I don't know how, she put me in the sofa, and I had to stay there for 3 hours until my boyfriend came from work and helped me to go upstairs. He basically had to, like, carry me because I wasn't able to walk upstairs. Then today I had my first post massage, whatever. They give you 10 of those for free with your surgery, and I got the first one today. When I woke up, I didn't want to bother my mother-in-law. This is her house and she was sleeping. I didn't want to bother her, so I was like, just gonna want to take a shower, you know, whatever. I can do it. Come on, Pat, you can do it. I dragged myself downstairs. I was like crawling. I couldn't, like, go downstairs normally. I had to crawl. Got in the shower. I was all wrapped up in, like, pads, you know, when you have your period, those kind of pads. They wrap me up all over, like how I am right now. I did this one and it's terrible. I had to cut out that shit because they use tape. I didn't bring. I was supposed to bring of those, like, patches, whatever. I didn't bring them, so they just wrapped me up in that shit because I was like, I had so much blood and liquid coming out. So they wrapped me that shit, and today I had to take that off. It was a pain in the ass. I had to cut it and then I pull it from my skin, and it was just so painful, and I'm so swollen and tender, and it was just hell. When I finally was able to remove all that crap, like 40 minutes later, I jump in the shower and I black out again, and I fell on the ground. Of course that will happen, Pat. So I couldn't really take a shower. It was more like a minute of water, and then I had to stand up and I sat on the toilet. I know I'm not supposed to sit. but I had to do it. When I was able to see, because everything went black, I put my dress on and then I lay down on the sofa because I wasn't able to go upstairs. And then she came downstairs and she said, "Oh, what are you doing?" And I'm like, "I didn't want to bother you, but I fainted." And she's like, "Come on." And I'm like, "I know." Anyways, it was almost time to go. And her mom was gonna go with me because my boyfriend works and he just got a new job, so he can't just, don't go. And my mother-in-law had to work too, so her mom took me. And when I got there, my dress was covered in blood, like from head to toes. That looked like a horror movie. It was so bad because I had, this maxi dress and I had a white coat. White. I was so bloody that there was a lady there that had the BBL done a few weeks ago and she was still like doing her massages. She felt so bad that I was like that because I got there and I couldn't, I went straight to the sofa and lay down, and then I was bleeding and she felt bad, so she had a dress in her purse. I guess she brought one just in case, and she gave it to me. She's like, "Oh, take it, change your clothes." And I was like, "No, it's your dress, and how do I do to return it? Like, give me your phone number and I'll call you and I'll return it." She's like, "Don't worry about it. Just take it. I know what it feels like. I've been there." So she was so fucking nice. Like, seriously, that was such a nice thing to do. And I thank her for that because otherwise I don't know how I would ride a freaking Uber back. Because I will freaking stay in her seat. And so, the person that went with me, my mother-in-law mother, went and called these ladies because when we got there, they were not in the front desk. It was too early because I got there 30 minutes earlier. So she went and called them, and I was pale and bleeding and looked like hell, looked like I was gonna die. Because when they saw me, they were like, "Oh my God, are you okay?" And I'm like, ugh. So they took me to a different room, and then they put me on, how do you call this, serum? Because I was bleeding too much, so I lost a lot of blood. And so they put the needle, whatever you call that thing, and then put the serum thing, and then they sat me there. Not sat me, but I had to lay down for 40 minutes, and they were like, "If you're not able to stand up, we're not going to be able to do the massages. You have to stand up and you have to tell me the truth. You have to tell me if you're fine. If not, that's okay. You can go home and then you can come back tomorrow." But I just want to get that shit over with. I was like, I came here. I'm not going to return home without my massage. So I was like, I'm fine. You know what? It actually helped me. I felt a lot better after they put the thing on me. I wasn't great, but I was able to stand up. So when I was able to stand up, they took me to a different room, where they have the table. Oh, Lord Jesus. And that's when the hell began, because I laid on the table and they didn't put a drain on me. I've seen all these videos on YouTube. I've probably seen them all. And they have a drain. They didn't put a drain on me. I don't know. Maybe that's the way they do stuff over there. Well, in a way, is better because I didn't want to have that thing hanging off my body. Ugh. I was like, shit. Instead, when I lay down, she put these small tubes in my incisions, and then she started touching me, down, with her thumbs like this. Oh my God. That was so painful. I was trying to be strong at the beginning. I was like, I got this. No biggie. I'm strong. I have a high tolerance. I haven't complained about my pain at all. But then when she started doing that, she first did it in my back and it hurt. But I was like, oh, okay. not crying. Not yet. But then when she turned me over and she started doing the ones like down here, you know, like in the Gucci part. Oh my god. I couldn't take it. When that shit was coming out and she was like pushing like that, I was like, ah! And I started screaming. I just crying, but I was screaming.